When families visit the Early Learning Resource Center, they will find many kinds of assistance. We provide support in finding and paying for high-quality childcare, as well as accessing other important community resources. Hi, I'm Pam Cho, Vice President of the Early Learning Resource Centers at Community Services for Children. We have 10 offices in 17 counties in Northeast Pennsylvania. Each serves as a hub for all services that support families with young children.
I want to take you on a journey to see what our Early Learning Resource Centers are up to across Eastern Pennsylvania. Let's go.
Whether you're in the mountains or valley or city or country, Community Services for Children is there with Pennsylvania's Early Learning Resource Centers in Eastern Pennsylvania.
Region 11 covers thousands of families.
We serve about 4,000 children in Berks and Schuylkill counties.
In Region 16, we serve all of Bucks County.
Across the region, we serve approximately 1,800 families.
In Region 14, we serve about 6,500 children.
The mission of the Early Learning Resource Centers is to improve the quality, accessibility, and affordability of childcare. In the 3 years since its inception, the Early Learning Resource Centers has provided 7,000 families with nearly 17,000 referrals to community resources. As a social worker, I'm proud of the comprehensive services our centers provide. In these centers, families can get assistance with early learning, health care, behavioral health, social supports, and crisis assistance if needed. Let's visit Region 16 in Bucks County.
Welcome to the Early Learning Resource Center, Region 16. This is our brand new Quakertown office. The Early Learning Resource Center in Region 16 is really fortunate to have a dedicated staff. They take their work very seriously and work to ensure that families have access to all of the resources and supports that are available.
Family specialists meet with parents and primary caregivers to complete a family needs assessment. This tool identifies areas for support, such as housing instability, food insecurity, dental or medical needs, and much more. The specialists then take the time to help families determine which services will best meet their needs.
ELRCs really make a difference. As a parent, I know that finding resources and referrals for community resources has been a challenge. They give guidance to community resources, anything from a doctor to a dentist, if they need help learning English, getting food resources or housing resources. There's a lot of things out there, but sometimes parents just don't know where to look. Being on the family side and now being able to be that resource for families, I know it makes a difference because it made a difference for me.
Schoolhouse Learning Center really is a special place for students, children, and families in Bucks County. I actually chose the career in education because I had a daughter at a very young age and I wanted to be with her. I was lucky enough to be provided the opportunity to have subsidized childcare when I was 20 years old, and that allowed me to take my child to school with me every day.
The Early Learning Resource Center runs the subsidy program for child care centers in Bucks County. They send us low-income families when they enter the workforce who are in need of care for their kids.
With our subsidy program, we are helping working families able to attend quality programs throughout the county.
The difference that we're making for children and families is that we are able to provide quality care. We provide quality care through the ELRC. There's funding that is available to families who may not have had that opportunity to raise their children in a quality program.
And this is very important that all children from all walks of life have access to quality childcare.
High-quality childcare is essential for children to develop while their parents or caregivers are working or attending school. Let's take a ride to Wilkes-Barre, Region 11.
Region 11 covers Bradford, Sullivan, Wyoming, Luzerne, Columbia, and Montour counties. Our region covers a lot of ground.
We serve over 22,000 children each year through the Child Care Works program, which provides child care subsidies to eligible families.
I am a teacher here at Building Blocks, and I'm also a client of the Early Learning Resource Center. It helped me as a single parent being able to provide her with one of the best educations as a 4-year-old and get her ready for kindergarten.
Our region covers thousands of families, providing them with services, as well as helping our child care providers provide quality child care to those children.
At Building Blocks Learning Center, we've been partnering with the Early Learning Resource Center for some time, but we've been able to connect families with resources for subsidy for childcare, refer families for our infant-toddler contracted slots program, and also advance our programs through the Keystone Stars accreditation.
Since inception, the Infant-Toddler Contracted Slots program increased the capacity for childcare serving infants and toddlers by 256 slots in the 5 regions we serve. Supporting high-quality childcare is one of our most important services.
Next stop is Region 12 in the Poconos.
Pennsylvania is committed to high-quality childcare and has charged the Early Learning Resource Centers with assisting providers in increasing the quality of their programs.
Nessa Small Steps is one program that highlights the success that Early Learning Resource Center has been able to provide in partnership with the hard work of programs. Vanessa was open to all of the supports to move her program from a star 1 all the way to a star 4.
I took the steps to become a 4-star center because I wanted to provide quality care for children. High quality child care is important for families to feel secure that they have somewhere that they can send their children, that they feel comfortable, that they're being taken care of and being prepared for kindergarten.
Parents are able to attend work or school consistently and are better able to focus when their child is being cared for by trusted, qualified caregivers.
To see her program move from a star 1 to a star 4 in a very short amount of time has been nothing but amazing.
I remember having a conversation with Saida, empowering me, I would say, that I can achieve all the goals that I wanted. So I started with my CDA, and then I decided to obtain my associate's degree. And after my associate's degree, Saida convinced me, why stop there? And I decided to obtain my bachelor's degree.
Since its inception, the Early Learning Resource Centers has assisted more than 300 providers across our regions to increase their quality by offering individualized coaching, training, and resources.
Region 13 in Berks County has a great story to tell.
We have an amazing staff, and we're all so proud to serve the families in our region. In ELRC Region 13, we work in collaboration with Child Development out of Schuylkill County to meet the needs of families, children, and child care providers.
As the STARS Quality Coach, we help support providers in our region to improve quality in their child care.
My goal from day one was to get to star 4. I wasn't sure how I was going to get there. It is a lot of work, but it is worth it.
Brady had a mission to support young parents and families in the city of Reading. He decided to open a child care program and start a children's journey out of an old pizza shop. He didn't have a background in early childhood, but with a master's degree in another field, he knew the need to grow in his understanding of child care practices. So he enrolled at Reading Area Community College and achieved his director's credential.
Maylin has been a wonderful coach. She has reminded me of things coming up, things I need to do to stay where we are or to take advantage of other opportunities in our community.
Brady and his team at Children's Journey are making a real impact on some of the most at-risk families in Berks County.
We know that children who attend high-quality early learning programs are more prepared for school, which means they have better academic outcomes and greater long-term success.
Let's check out Region 14 in the Lehigh Valley.
In Region 14, we serve 6,500 children and over 400 providers. Our quality coaches help childcare providers increase their quality.
It is a real pleasure to work with programs in the community. I get to really help them achieve the goals that they're looking to achieve.
They do this by providing coaching on a regular basis.
Working alongside my quality coach has really helped me gain confidence. And having my quality coach take the time out and know that I have that support system, whether I need it one time or whether I need it 50, it's there.
Children Joy has been a great experience for me. They started out as a Star 1 center when they first opened, and we were able to move them to a Star 3, and then the decision was made to go right for the 4. They are extremely happy with where they are and very proud of their Star 4.
As educators, we know that every child is meant for greatness. So why not align your program with standards that will help you help children and their families?
The Early Learning Resource Center serves families in partnership with Head Start, Pre-K Counts, WIC, CHIP, Early Intervention, and other family resource providers. There are so many ways that the Early Learning Resource Centers help children, families, and child care providers.
Community services for children, they actually help more than just childcare. I have my caseworker. She helped me in the process of getting everything together, my co-payments, and then like a start date for them. They also helped me get into like Head Start, Pre-K Counts. They've been a tremendous help, not just with childcare subsidy, but just for early learning for my oldest. Without the Early Learning Resource Center, I don't think I would be able to basically survive. My kids wouldn't have the high quality childcare they would be receiving. I don't know where my kids would be, who they would be with, and I probably would be without a job because I would be home staying with them.
I have been in the early learning childcare field industry for many years. Early Learning Resource Center that pulls everything together that we want to accomplish in our communities.
Together, we are ensuring that children have quality childcare.
We're really proud of the providers. Each and every one of them does all they can to ensure that the children experience the best quality care that they can provide.
One thing that's special about ELRC is the strong community partnerships we have with community agencies.
The work of the Early Learning Resource Center is really meaningful because we have the opportunities to see growth, change, support in all of our child care providers and our families' lives.
By working together, we know that our vision for the future can come true, where every child thrives and every family succeeds. The Early Learning Resource Center is funded by the Pennsylvania Office of Child Development and Early Learning. Community Services for Children proudly operates the Early Learning Resource Centers in Eastern Pennsylvania. For more information, please visit elrc-csc.org.